Mhm. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So today is that 11/11. It's 11/11 portal time, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter portal time. I'm going to be doing a Starseed energy report. Ooh, I'm going to be doing a Starseed energy report, and I'm also going to be doing some energy work for Starseeds today, right now. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me. Join me. You guys are probably like, why the hell is she so awake at 6 in the morning? Tried to go to the gym. The sidewalk said no. It is freaking snowing. And yeah, definitely we headed back home. All right, so let me just pull some cards. Today, there's a lot of energy that has already begun. It started actually last night. This energy is really, really beautiful, beautiful manifestation energy that can be harnessed for your benefit. And I'm not talking about in a selfish way. I'm talking about in a way that can really get you aligned with what is your best life possible. Okay. So let's see. Oh, here we go. I'm kind of just pulling cards really quick. Ooh, it's 8:30. You're on the East Coast. Hey, Jessica. Grand Rising, Derek. Ooh. Excuse me. Get it all burpy over here. These cards. So, okay. I didn't ask the Starseed Collective Energy what this reading was going to be about. I just realized that. Wasn't planning on going live right now, but I was just told I needed to. So later on today, if you haven't already seen my post here in the community on YouTube, please do check it out. You can also find the post on my Facebook business page as well as my Instagram. I'm going to be going live. I'm going to do a fire ceremony. This is going to be a very intense, very, very intense manifestation ceremony. Okay. And you can purchase an expedited request. I have very limited numbers, okay? Very, very limited numbers available. Basically, what this expedited request will do, I'm going to go ahead and include your frequency signature because you all have a very unique signature, kind of like a fingerprint, energetic fingerprint. And I'll include that if you choose to be a part of it in that way. I'll go ahead and include you in an elevated manifestation group energy session. Okay. So if you just want to watch, perfectly okay. You could still definitely enjoy that. All right. Oh, this deck. Oh, man. But if you want to actually have some energy, collective energy to help bolster your manifestation ability, definitely check it out. All right. This is the last deck, I promise you guys. Final deck. All right. Ooh. Nervous. I'm nervous. Okay, I'm always nervous, whatever. Card number 32. Faith in the process. So for Starseeds, many of us are really, really feeling like we are getting crushed by the weight of all of this like crazy ass Mercury hullabaloo. I gotta call it hullabaloo because it gets frustrating for so many of us. Um, a lot of relationships, whether it be romantic, friendship, business, are being shifted. It's not necessarily that people are bad for you, but there are some alignments that are occurring that are kind of making people separate, and that's okay. But here's the thing: it makes us feel as though we are being punished. It makes us feel as though, why are we so alone in this? Why are we suffering so needlessly? The suffering is based on our perception of what we're going through. Okay. Yes, many of us are going through very, very difficult things right now as star seeds, but in that destruction, because that's a lot of us feel that way, like everything's being destroyed. 92% at 629 mirrors. 29. So that's the thing. A lot of us feel as though we're experiencing like this dark night of the soul, which is not bad. That everything that we've worked for is being destroyed. What the hell is going on? Some of us, companies we've been at for years and years and years, it's like we're finding that we're being pushed out. We're finding that, you know, we're not happy there anymore. And I'm talking about, these are companies you've been with as a career, 10 years, 12 years, 20 years, whatever it is. It's this feeling that every single last starseed is being pushed into a different direction than where they thought they were headed. And so that really, really, I mean, man, that's hard. Many of us are now naked in our truth, kind of just like, oh God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then the whole season that we're in, it kind of obligates us, makes us feel obligated to begin spending ridiculous amounts. You have to have faith in the process. You have to begin extracting yourself from the very system of financial and societal slavery. Every year at this time of year, so many people, not just starseeds, but so many people begin to feel that lonesome feeling, that they don't make enough money, they aren't loved enough, not enough people even acknowledge they exist. Have faith in the process. This is just a season, okay? This season is a very important season because it's the end of this decade. We are starting 2020 in a few months, and that's supposed to give us 2020 vision, right? So last year was an 11-11, was an 11 master year. A lot of people thought, well, this is the year we're going to manifest. No, this is the year you're taking the steps. 2018 was the year you were taking the steps to realize the need to manifest. This 2019 is the year, especially for starseeds, you are taking the steps to make that foundation from which you will manifest. 2020 is the year of manifestation because now you have clear vision, you have clarity. So card number 26, the hummingbird. Things will go fast, okay? Whenever I see hummingbirds, this is a very, very clear message to me that everything you have set your heart on, that's in alignment with your needs, with your soul purpose, all of that is coming to you quickly, faster than you realize. And it's going to happen in such a way where it's very smooth process, okay? Very, very smooth process. So, little story. Years ago, when I still lived in California, we're ready to finally purchase our own house. And the economy had crashed. And so everyone lost their house. And I was like, sorry. But we were positioned to purchase. And so we were making offers for so many different houses and we kept getting outbid. And I was like, this is never going to work. And then we looked at this one house and I swear we parked in front of the house. And as soon as we got out, there was a half grown tree in the front yard and it's still kind of small. And we parked right in front of it and it was right outside my car door. And as I got out, I thought it was a fake hummingbird in a nest. I thought it was a toy, just stuck in the tree. And it was a hummingbird in its nest, just staring at me. And I got like this close. It's just like, oh, that's so cute. And then it moved. And I was like, oh shit, that's alive. It didn't fly away. I was like, whoa, well, holy shit. I've never seen a hummingbird in its nest. And it just looked at me and it was really calm. And I knew right then, like, this is the house. We made an offer, it was accepted, we moved in. Okay. Same thing years later, we thought of selling our house, same house. And I was just like, I don't know. I don't think my husband will want to sell. And I saw hummingbirds all over our property. And it was basically like our neighbor told us, hey, did you guys know our properties have doubled in value? And I was like, bullshit. And I looked, holy shit, it's doubled in value. So hummingbirds are very, very indicative of just happiness, satisfaction. Success is not based on your perception. Success is actually defined by other people's perception of your achievements. So you can achieve quite a bit, but if other people don't perceive that as something successful, then you're not considered successful. But when you're satisfied, it doesn't matter what other people think. And the hummingbird really, really helps to fulfill that satisfaction, that need for satisfaction. Have faith in the process, okay? Have faith in that process. You are not being left alone, starseeds. You are definitely being guided in a very gentle, sometimes as sometimes rough way. Ooh, card number 52, void of course, moon missing. Card number 52. Okay. Just looking at the numbers, just looking at the numbers. Okay. The moon is a friend for the lonesome to talk to. All is not as it seems. This void of course moon card can be daunting. It may not be a good or appropriate time to answer your question. As it is now, the results may not be what you want. So again, is what you're wanting to manifest in alignment with your soul purpose? Is it going to bring you into further alignment between heart and mind and soul? Because if it's not, then it's not going to manifest. Okay. That's the thing. If you allow your monkey mind to be what's really at the forefront of what's running everything, instead of allowing the mind to just be preoccupied while the soul provides for you, it's not going to manifest. You're not going to get what you want. You have to fall in alignment, fall back into your greatness, which is in alignment with what your soul is trying to provide for you. Now, for some of us, this comes in the form of monetary relief. There's quite a few of us that are probably having some financial difficulties. That's very common. Not to diminish what you're going through, but just know you're not alone in this, okay? You're definitely not alone in this. But allow your higher self to provide for your needs the way it plans to. When you get out of your own way, because your soul wants to provide for you, okay? When you get out of your own way, everything works out the way it should. Trust me, it just does. It just does. Card number 47, my dear friend. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's just something about this. Wow. The harsh season doesn't matter. I'm being told, look at her dress. She's dressed for her life, not for the season. The cold of this season, whether it be emotional, familial, monetary, your job, whatever it is, it's just a season. It will pass. Dress for your life. Okay. She's dressed to celebrate. It's time for you to begin celebrating yourself. If you're the type of person that will purchase something and kind of just keep it in your closet and save it for a special occasion, every moment of your life is a special occasion. You're being asked by your soul to show up. Okay, starseeds, it's very important that today you be fully present, like fully present. everything that everything that gets your attention, take a moment to just look at it. Okay, just take a moment. Numbers, songs, conversations, random things that you see as you're driving. Take a moment. If your attention is brought to it, take a moment. Okay, I'm observing. I'll figure out later on what that means. But just take a moment to let it come in. I'm being told a lot of things are being brought directly to our face. If you can't travel through the slippery slope, because when it snows, the road gets slippery, and oh boy, do I know that. Uh, don't worry, because you're definitely being provided for. Okay, you're going to be carried through this. This is specifically for the star seeds. You're going to be carried through this. You are. It's going to be a very sure-footed thing. Make sure you show up today, though. Make sure you are fully present today, because there are going to be offers. There are going to be people that you interact with that are going to be part of other branches of this tree that's just been planted. And so you have to make sure you tend to all of this today. Tomorrow too? So I'm being told today is when that tree, that money tree, I should have said that first. Today is when that money tree is going to be planted in your yard. Tomorrow is when it's going to be watered and encouraged to take root. So tomorrow is a full moon in Taurus, I believe. And I mean, Taurus energy, if you don't know a Taurus, then you don't know. They're very, very good at like creating stability, at really making sure that the earthly needs are taken care of. It's all about like a very luxurious experience at times. So this is the energy that we're really pulling in during this 11/11 portal, because that moon energy is going to begin before the day is over. Okay, so definitely make sure you're present today. I'm told it's really important to keep emphasizing that. Okay. So the Magician card: originality, imagination, self-reliance, self-confidence, and deception. So you're definitely being prepared to become all of that. Self-reliant, confident, really just secure in your path. But you have to make sure you don't allow your monkey mind to deceive you into thinking, oh, this is just bullshit. It's just going to be another cycle of bullshit. Well, if that's what you want to think, that's what you're going to manifest. No one else has the ability to change your trajectory but you. If the arrow, which is you, wants to be crooked, is going to fly crooked. It's not going to hit the mark, and that's fine. That's fine. If that's what you want, go ahead, be crooked. Don't align yourself. Don't be straight with it. But if you want to hit the mark, if you want to hit the bullseye of manifestation and really bring some amazing things into your life, then straighten your shit out. Harsh, but for some people, they're so caught into their like feelings about the struggle that they don't hear it until it's said in a harsh way. So card number 17, what is already with you? See, that's the thing. All of this is already with you. These are things that have been wanting to happen for some time now, but you've been blocking it. All right. You have been blocking. No one else has been blocking it. You have been blocking it. If other people have been standing in the way of your progress, it's because those people are sent to you as an outward reflection, a projection of an internal energetic circumstance. Align yourself within and your environment will change. I know this for a fact. I know this for a fact. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Card number, I'm sorry for that sound. Card number 37, fire element, desire. We're definitely going to be using that fire element to burn away the blockages and reignite our sacred flame today. Today is the day we're going to go ahead and do this. Whether you can make it to my live later on or not, Set the intention that your fire is going to burn bright. Starseeds, you have the ability to reignite yourself. You don't need someone else to do this. You can absolutely reignite yourself. You just have to choose to. Now, let me, 37. All right. Passion, though a bad regulator, is a powerful spring. Get passionate about your life. Remember, dress for your celebration. You are celebrating yourself. Get passionate about your life. Happiness is flying in. It's already within you. You're just needing to allow it to come forward. So go ahead, get real passionate about it. Okay. There are changes coming, new movement. Look for them to be quick. Did I not say it was coming quick? Right. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Like hummingbird quick. Okay. Juking left and right. Just go with it. Go with it. Now, here we go. Card number 46, the serpent. The serpent is the life force of Mother Earth. The coiled serpent of the Kundalini brings passion, healing, and renewal. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden and reminds us to shed the past the way she sheds her tired old skin. Serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passion and creativity free. I mean, see how everything is kind of fitting in together. You know what I'm saying? It's fitting in together. Kundalini is actually the fuel for that sacred flame, that sacred fire. Everything is coming together today. You're needing to allow that Kundalini to rise, to be set free from that containment by your tailbone and allow it to rise back up to your pineal and serve as the fuel for your ascent. So card number 48, Butterfly Garden. Many of the starseeds will be experiencing crown activity today. Don't be surprised if your scalp starts to tingle and just feel weird all day. Your third eye, the back of your neck, all of this stuff is occurring because you are downloading so much information. Starseeds in particular are downloading at very elevated rates, okay? Make sure that you allow yourself to do this. Yes, faith, grounding at the beach. I'm landlocked. I can't go to a beach. Hot diggity dang. All right. Man, I was like, yes, we should go. No, there is no beach. Okay, King of Coins. King of Coins in reverse, corruption, using any means to achieve the desired end, unfaithfulness, an old and vicious man, peril, thriftlessness. We need to release, as a collective energy, the starseeds, we need to release that lacking mindset. It's your fear of not having any that's preventing you from getting any. All right. It's just like, the guy at the bar who hasn't got any boom boom in a while, and now he's desperate, or she's desperate to get some boom boom, and that energy just kind of wafts through the bar. Ain't nobody want to give you no boom boom. It's just, what is it with boom boom? I'm sorry. My mind always goes there. Okay. So yeah, don't put off that kind of energy, because when you do that, when you really are willing to do whatever it takes to acquire something, what you're acquiring is not part of your birthright. Okay, that's when you're actually taking from someone else. When we talk about your abundance and how it's yours, and you're not taking from someone else when you allow yourself to receive, when you're receiving something, are you snatching it, or are you like, here, just put it in my hand? You know what I'm saying? When someone gives you a birthday gift, are you snatching it out of their hand? No, they're handing it to you. So allow your higher self, your soul, to hand it to you. Just be ready to receive it, to take it in when it's given. All right. We definitely don't want to confuse the two, because the energy of this is nowhere near what I'm talking about. Don't confuse the two. Some of us might be encouraged by parasitic circumstance to think that the taking from someone else is your abundance coming in, and it's not. It's really, really not. So let's see. Card number 43. Come to life. This card usually has a very different meaning, but we got the serpent, right? The serpent sheds its skin. So you've just shed skin. What does honey do? Honey is an amazing, amazing moisturizer. It really, you can get honey patches. And if you have a wound, you could actually put that honey patch on the wound, and it creates like a dermal barrier that is antibacterial, antiviral. It's very nourishing, and it's like a preservative. It keeps it somewhat moist so that the wound doesn't reopen. So what's she doing? The serpent, the Kundalini, is encouraging her to go ahead and begin healing the areas where the skin was ripped off. Okay. Healing the areas where we forced the shedding a little too quickly. So this is about self-healing. This card doesn't usually mean self-healing to me, but it's about self-healing today. We are allowing that Kundalini to rise. We're allowing ourselves to shed gently, naturally, organically. And if there are areas of our development where we've kind of forced the shedding a little bit, been a little bit forceful, tearing that skin off, and we've acquired some wounds. That honey, it's not just sweet, it can help to heal those. So it's about really focusing on the areas that need your attention, need your healing. Stop going externally at this point, okay? No more feeding your energy to other circumstance that is not a part of your natural growth cycle. You have to pull all your energy back to yourself at this point, because we're going to use it to manifest. If you'll take a look at how things have gone in the past, I'm pretty sure you'll notice. If you have never been able to manifest from what you think, look back at those moments. I'm pretty sure you'll see that you almost had it, and then something happened, and then it all fell apart. Well, because you focused on whatever happened. That's what parasites do. They try and distract you, not to punish you, not because they're evil, but because that gifts you with the opportunity to grow. It gifts you with that moment to choose. Am I going to choose me and my growth, or am I going to fixate on something outside of me that I can't control? And unfortunately, many of us choose to fixate on something outside of us. That's not a bad thing. It's just a part of growth. Allowing yourself to recognize this is just a part of your growth. So, ooh. Card number 22, Capricorn. Capricorn is another intense manifestation energy. Capricorn is all about that focus. I mean, you are not going to distract a Capricorn. Once a Capricorn is fixated on something, that's it. That's it. It's going to acquire it. And this is coming from my own Capricorn in my chart. I don't typically get fixated on something, but once I am, you're not keeping me from it. Once I'm fixated on you, I'm getting you. Ask my husband. I'm just saying. So definitely use that Capricorn type energy, because that's being injected into this. All right. We're going to be approaching that Capricorn season soon. So, allow some of that Capricorn energy to come in. I definitely feel like this is a part of Capricorn energy is a part of that portal that's open today, as well as the Taurus moon. For whatever reason, I don't really know. I really don't know, but that's what I'm getting. That Capricorn energy is being used. Is there something in here that I missed? Because of this. All right. So here's the thing. Okay. I gotcha. So the next card is card number 53, the Sun. So we were at the start of this feeling as though, we're kind of in a winter landscape, and the deer would have been perfect for that. And now with the sun coming out, because you have your fire flaring, you have the kundalini activating, we have all these elements coming in. It seems as though with your internal sun coming out, the Starseed collective is harnessing Capricorn energy, because Capricorn is a sea goat. So if all that snow melts, what ends up happening is you're still okay. You're still okay, because the sea goat will get you through it. You'll be able to navigate even through the waters. That's some badassery. That tells me that y'all are really seriously going to be provided for in every way. Oh, it's a countdown. 77% at 6:54. It's a countdown. I'm just saying. It's a countdown. A countdown to what, though? That's kind of... No, we're not going to go there. So card number 32, touch the sky. Everything in this reading is really just touching on, your higher self, really wanting to lift you up, pull you up out of that muck, out of that mindset that's kept you separated from the greatness that's trying to be provided to you. Starseeds, you were never meant to suffer. That's a human condition. That, if you want to tap more into your human experience, suffering is absolutely a very natural part of that. But as starseeds, because this is a starseed reading, you don't have to continue with that. You can choose to rise above it. You have the coding to do this. You have elevated manifestation. You have elevated ability to harness, to tap into your higher levels of perception, sensory perception. We're just choosing not to. Okay, we're choosing not to. Now it's time for us to choose something else. This whole concept, and I addressed this weekend, this whole concept of if you have some sort of spiritual gift, energetic gift, you're not supposed to charge for it. According to who? According to the people that want you to continue suffering and not develop your gifts so that you can truly help humanity. No, you're not charging for your gift. You're charging for your time, compensated for your time that you're spending. And, you set the value of what your time is. Okay. It is time for us to get out of that mindset of not allowing ourselves to receive. It really, really is. I used to really struggle with this, and now I have no apologies. Like, motherfucker, I need to pay bills. I need to continue helping other families. I need to continue allowing myself to receive. I don't live a lavish lifestyle. There's nothing for me to be ashamed of. I share my wealth with everyone else. And no longer will I allow myself to even quietly feel ashamed. Like, nope. I know what I do with money. It's time for us to shift our relationship with money. It's really, Jessica told me knowing. She be knowing, like really, truly knowing. It's time for us to shift this, okay? The reason money is the root of all evil is because that is the perception we're being told. And we're buying into it. See that? We're buying into it. So we are investing in the very system that is being used to corrupt our perception. Now, if you're an investor, you definitely get a say in how that corporation is run, right? So why don't you begin changing your say? Small shifts. Money's not evil. What I choose to do with it can be something very beautiful, very positive. Just because I allow myself to receive monetary abundance doesn't make me an evil person. That was my biggest fear. That if I allow myself to receive the abundance that my soul is trying to provide me, that will corrupt me and make me an evil person. You know what? The people who are afraid of becoming an evil person, becoming greedy, are the very people who will never become that way, because you're always so paranoid about becoming that way. So don't worry about it. Continue worrying about yourself and like, I don't ever want to be like that. Okay, that's fine. Keep worrying about that, because that's the very thing that keeps your ass in check. So I'm going to continue being like, okay, you know what? Let me find someone to help. I don't need to announce shit like, okay, I see you're suffering. Here, just, you don't got to tell anybody. You don't got to pay me back. Here you go. That's just me making sure I stay balanced in my journey. So there's a lot of things that you can do as a starseed to block your abundance from coming in. And there's on the same side of that, the other side of that coin, there's a lot of things you can do to accelerate your abundance and really still keep you aligned to your truth. You're not one thing, okay? You're not all just one thing. You don't have to choose to either be a starseed or be human. Your code has been mixed together. Human starseed. That means you get to experience this human life as well as extract yourself from it, rise to a higher level, pull in that abundance, and not have to suffer. It's just what you choose. So let's see what this means. All right, Ace of Cups, change. Inconsistency, erosion, instability, sterility, unrequited love, clouded joy, false heart. These are all things we need to address within ourselves, okay? These are not a list of our flaws and ways in which it's confirmed that we're broken, because really, this describes everyone, okay? If we're going to be really honest, this is a list that everyone is a part of. Everyone. At some point in your life, you'll experience one of these things, if not multiple. So get off the high horse and understand we're all walking shoulder to shoulder. There's no one on a horse. We're all walking shoulder to shoulder. Okay. So it's time for us to begin analyzing the aspects within ourselves that are on that list. Again, this is not a list to show how we're fucking up. This is a list of things we need to address so we can better align ourselves with our path and allow more of our abundance in. Okay. I was told to do this. This is I Ching. Let's see. Oh, shit. Okay. So, these are some potent messages. Okay. Here goes. Let me find the card. So, the sun's out, right? And what ends up happening when you take, let me just back up real quick. So what people want us to do as we live in this matrix of control, they want us to be a flat plane of glass, right? Just a flat plane of grass, be basic, don't get bent out of shape, just be flat. But we're not. We have dimension to us. Some of us have a curve. Some of us have edges that create prisms. Now, if you take that prism and you focus the sun, so Capricorn and sun energy, right? If you take that prism and you allow the sun to be focused through it, what ends up happening? You end up creating a fire, all right? Now, fire can be used to destroy as much as it sustains life. It just depends on your intention. That's why where's that card? We're trying to make sure we're focused on the intention that we're setting, okay? So what ends up happening? You now have a fire, right? Well, you get a cauldron. So card number 50, the cauldron. Wood below fire, spiritual sustenance. Wood feeds fire and keeps it alive. Without this nourishment, the wood would soon die out, or the fire would soon die out. In the same way, people need spiritual sustenance to keep the fire of the human spirit alive. The cauldron is a holy vessel into which one places his or her life as an offering to the divine. Such devotion leads to supreme good fortune. All good things proceed from this sacrifice. So sacrifice that monkey mind. Okay? Pyro's in the making. Sacrifice that monkey mind. If you're going to burn something, burn your perceptions of the limitations that you think you need to participate in. Use as fuel the bridges that you're needing to dismantle that are taking you back to toxic cycles, toxic relationships, toxic circumstance. It's time to just really take your existence to a whole nother level, a whole nother level. The hummingbird is not afraid of fire because guess what? It can very quickly remove itself from that. Okay. It can move very quickly, but it needs sustenance in order to continue flying. So that's what you're needing to do. Allow that sustenance in, allow your soul to provide for you the way it's been trying to provide for you, and really just touch the sky. Okay. Your higher self is putting down a little rope for you to climb up. You're not expected to do this alone. You're not expected to, try and get to places that you can't actually reach. You're being provided the very tools and assistance and support that you need, but if you're not going to allow yourself to receive it, then it doesn't mean anything. See how that works? It doesn't mean anything. If you're drowning and someone tosses out what the hell are those things called? The circle thingy, a lifesaver. I don't know what it's called. You're going to drown. Okay. Bottom line, no matter what someone tosses out, if you're not going to grab onto it, you're going to fucking drown. If you don't want to drown, grab onto it. There could be a lifeboat, but if you're going to keep just flailing around instead of taking your hand and holding onto the boat and pulling yourself on, you're going to drown. No one else is responsible for you, but you have an entire spiritual team, galactic and etheric, that's looking out for you, Starseed. You've been being looked out for your entire life. And it's just a matter of you acknowledging and allowing. So right now, we're going to do a little bit of group energy work. Are y'all ready? Hear no, see no, speak no evil. What's evil? A life preserver, that's right. What's evil but a human perception? Evil is a human perception of a human intent. Nothing is inherently evil until human intention, malicious human intent, is added into the mix. So what is the point of not hearing, not seeing, and not speaking of it? Continuing to try and exist in a purely, let's stay positive, love and light. That's bullshit. That's fractionated existence. That's the absolute opposite of how a starseed is supposed to exist. Absolute opposite. Because if you refuse to acknowledge something, you've empowered it. You haven't taken away from its existence. If you ignore me, do I cease to exist? Absolutely not. Just because I don't know that Joe John over in, I don't know, freaking Guatemala is alive, does that mean Joe John is not alive anymore? No, not at all. Not at all. So when you choose to not hear, not see, or speak of things that are truths needing to be acknowledged and addressed, then you've empowered it. Try going to a war and telling the opposing side, I don't see you, I don't hear you, I won't speak of you. It's going to fucking slaughter the whole village. Nope. That's not empowerment. It's not empowerment. What's empowering, what's very courageous and brave, is seeing adversity and letting the rest of the people know, I see motherfuckers right there. They're going to burn down our village. Everybody evac. Soldiers, get up, grab your weapons. It's time to defend those who are not ready to defend themselves. That's fucking badassery right there. That is spiritual evolution. That is fucking what starseeds are here to do. None of this light and love shit. None of this light and love shit. I'm really sick and tired of people who try and shove this light and love shit down everyone's throat. I'm not light and love. I'm darkness and truth. And what is darkness? Darkness is yin energy, divine feminine. This is the goddess rising up and not taking shit from anyone. So if you're afraid of darkness, you're afraid of the goddess. the goddess within each of us. This is the mother, the nurturer. You look at nature and you'll see it's the female that's fucking fierce. It's the female, not the male. Okay, this is not to bash males. This is about really helping us to understand why darkness, why femininity is really, really subjugated and pushed down and pushed down. It's evil, it's evil, it's evil. And then it's left the female no choice but to create feminism, which is like the man is evil, the wounded masculine. Oh, if you act feminine as a man, then you're a pussy. Like, no, it's time to just be who you are. Exist in your totality. I have a very masculine energy. Does that make me, something evil? No. It makes me someone that exists in my totality as a template for those who see me existing with no apologies. I harness my darkness. Does that mean I'm doing evil spells? Absolutely fucking not. No. That means I acknowledge in previous lives I have had evil fucking lives. I have. Because my human mind can't comprehend why I needed to experience that in previous lives. Do I need to continue to feel bad for that? No. I need to experience that so I understand the gravity of what I need to do in this life and understand I can touch into that. I can harness that to further the work of light. No more of that fractionated existence. I'm really sick and tired of that shit. If you want to continue to participate in that, by all means do so, but don't do it here. Don't do it here. Because I'm not going to enable that bullshit here. I'm just not. I'm not. Especially on an 11/11 portal day. Nope. We're not empowering that shit. We will rise as both a shadow and a light combined together into a totality. That's the only way I choose to live, as a totality. I will not be fractionated. I will not be shamed. I will not be convinced to pull myself apart and be ashamed of my shadow. My shadow loves me. It's the only thing in this life that has followed me no matter where I go. My shadow will never hurt me. It loves me. And if you can pull that in as your truth, your shadow is the only thing that has followed you every single place you have ever been your entire life. It loves you. It will not hurt you. Now, the people that try and fuck with you, yeah, let's see what happens. Good luck with that shit. But is that your fault? Does that make you evil? No, absolutely not. It is not evil to defend yourself. It is not evil to have a response that's appropriate to the level of threat. That is not evil. That is balance. And what creation always seeks is balance. Homeostasis, balance, centeredness. Now that I've let's go ahead and just do the meditation. Let's do this. So breathe very deep and very slow. My energy will always honor your sovereignty without permission from your highest self. Ooh, it's already starting. Without permission from your highest self, it will not enter your space. So please make sure you're seated. If you're driving, you might want to wait to listen to this if you're sensitive to energy, okay? The energy work will be recorded. And so again, please make sure if you're sensitive to energy and you're driving, operating machinery, either pull over or just don't listen to it for a little bit, okay? So breathe very deep and very slow. Take a moment to breathe. Allow yourself to finish your experience. How do you guys feel? Nice, Leanne. Nice. You're welcome, April. Oh my God, April. Is that why I'm feeling my mom right now? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Ah, oh man. Mhm. Mm. I 100% understand. I do. I do. So, you guys, carry this feeling with you for as long as you want. You can go back into this video, watch it again as many times as you want or need. The energy work that was performed was strictly to help amplify your empowerment. Okay, your process of empowering yourself, your process of elevating your manifestation ability, all of that. This is about fully supporting you in your path with no shame, no guilt, no none of that. All right. And because I know so many of you do look at everything I do and really analyze how it fits into your journey, and you know, for some, and this is what I've been told, for some, it really helps to free them, to give themselves permission to exist in a more empowered and self-compassionate way. So I was just going to do this quietly, but Michael says to, fucking Michael says to make it known. There is an individual that continuously comments. Let me find it. KMC, I'm going to be removing you from my space because I'm choosing to cultivate an environment that helps me to remember my sovereign truth and my sovereign truth is not in alignment with you. Although I have no personal gripe against you, the energy that you consistently bring to my space is not one that I will allow any longer. So I wish you well, but you're being banned from my page because I will no longer tolerate it. Okay. So you guys, as you can see, you don't have to be angry. You don't have to separate yourself from someone that's not in alignment in a ugly way. You can simply, this is your truth. This is the boundary. You're not in alignment with my truth. I wish you well. Paths are split. Okay. If there is an individual in your journey, in your life, that consistently tries to make you feel as though what your thoughts, what your feelings are for any given topic is wrong and they're right and you should do this and you know what you're thinking is wrong and this is the right. No, I don't need to correct you, but you have to allow me to believe whatever I believe. You can share your thoughts, but if you consistently are trying to say that this is wrong, my personal thoughts that are based on my personal experience is wrong, then you should continue with your journey without me there. Okay? So again, I'm not angry. I'm not wishing anyone any bad things. I only wish good things for people. And it's just time for the path to separate. So free yourself, give yourself permission to cultivate the kind of environment you need to really flourish, to really grow. I'm not talking about enablers. I'm talking about allowing people who challenge you to further develop your thoughts, further develop your perceptions into one that's more open to receiving guidance from the collective whole. I'm talking about removing those who are very confined, very limited in their beliefs and are trying to oppress you with their beliefs. Okay, it's not just traditionally religious people that do this. There are quite a few in the spiritual community that do this. That if you don't love and light, namaste, yoga enough, then you're somehow evil. That if whatever you eat is not what they're eating, then you're not spiritually evolved. That's fine. They can think that about you. That's fine. But don't leave that in your environment to rot your soil. Okay? You can continue to love people silently from afar. There's nothing wrong with that. Give yourself permission to create a space where you can grow beautifully with no shame and no guilt. All right, guys. So check out my links. I have it on Facebook, Instagram, and here on YouTube in the community section. I will be going live today at 3:30 Mountain Standard Time. That is 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so 3:30 Mountain Standard Time to do the live stream. It's going to be an 11/11 portal fire ceremony. And for those who do purchase and want to be a part of the actual manifestation portion, go to my website, meevolving.com. You'll see the link. You'll see the link posted. Go there and go ahead and purchase. I don't have very many available. Okay. It's a very limited number because I don't want to be live for several hours. I want to make it, a nice condensed experience. So I hope to see you guys later. Thank you for joining me. And, I wanted to quietly remove, but I hope you guys understand. Michael encouraged me to explain what I was doing so that you can find the courage within yourself to have no apologies for cultivating your space. Okay. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already liked, subscribed, followed, whatever it is you do, please do so. Turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. Bye, guys.